Hi everyone, and welcome to prompt number 46. I don't know what to say, so let's get into the prompt. We have pie on a windowsill and houseplant. Here we go. I was pretty excited when I saw this combination of prompts because I had actually really wanted to do a interior house or room with the gingerbread style. So you know those interior rooms that I do with the fixed perspective? I really wanted to do one of those, but have everything made out of gingerbread or candy. But first I did want to go ahead and try to do a different composition, so I put the gingerbread man hanging out on the windowsill with, I guess, snow in the background. There's a house plant next to them and a pie on the windowsill. As different as that is, I just really wanted to do the interior of the house, and I didn't know if the next prompt was going to allow such a thing, so I thought, I'm just going to go for it now, and no regrets because I had a lot of fun with this one. As you can already see on the edges around the house, I wanted to fill up the white space because I don't really like how those houses are just hanging out on a white piece of paper and there's just so much emptiness around them. So what I've done in the past is add additional rooms like basements or hidden, rooms. But for this one, I thought it would be really adorable to add different gingerbread or food items that make up objects and just kind of put them around in the white space and fill it up. It's really cute, and I think it does a good job of filling up the white space, and it's just more to look at, more interest, and I'm just really enjoying these gingerbread creations these days, so I hope you guys are too, because we've got one more week left of the prompts, and then we will be gingerbread free. It's been good practice though, thinking of illustrations that are based off of food and doing different textures and stuff like that. It's been a lot of fun, and it's not something that I would do outside of the holiday season probably, so it's been good, it's been fun, but I'm probably going to be gingerbreaded out, as I'm sure all of you are. So into the coloring, I knew of course that I wanted the base of the house to be gingerbread because it is a gingerbread house. But there is one regret that I do have later on, and that is that I made the cabinet out of gingerbread as well, so it becomes this brown camouflaged piece of the house. I used a lot of pale color to make some of the other pieces like made out of crackers or a biscuit, but I didn't do that with the cabinet. For some reason I had my mind set on that being part of the gingerbread, so it really gets hidden, and that's a huge regret I have, and I do wish I did make that into the lighter color like a biscuit and then gave it gingerbread drawers. That would have been perfect, and this would be a complaint-free illustration, but there's always one mistake, isn't there? Oh well, I'm still really happy with how this turned out. I think it's very adorable, and creating all of the little objects was also very fun. Something else that I wanted to say was that I really enjoy the texture that the paint gave it. It made it really look like gingerbread. I've been having this bad habit of using this brush that I really like, though it's very small and I need to buy a larger brush, but I've been really liking the texture that using a small amount of paint at a time and creating these weird little blotches really adds a texture of gingerbread to these illustrations, and I really like that. It really helps it look like gingerbread. Sometimes you don't want to put down paint evenly. Sometimes you can use the blotchiness and the textures to your advantage. Something else I really enjoyed with this illustration, and I guess this is something that I really enjoy with these house illustrations, is the, sort of 3D-ish effect that you can kind of do with shadows. When you have a box and you color each 3 sides that you can see a darker and darker and darker color, it really gives that fake feeling that it could be 3D with the shadows, but I really enjoyed mixing these darker and darker browns and just really trying to push that this room might be a 3D object that is taking up space. Why does that dog always bark as soon as I press record? The dog is back, you guys, even though half of you can't hear it anyways. Ooh, speaking of dog, I did a gingerbread dog and it's super cute and I like it. I guess that's all I really have to say about the gingerbread dog. I also made a gingerbread phone, a gingerbread present, there's a candy cane, a gingerbread ID or driver's license, a house sign, a book at the top, and a hat on the bottom left. It's kind of a dodgy hat, but it's a hat. So this is the part where I started to distinguish the different parts of the house with that light brown. It really helps the different pieces of furniture pop and are separated from the gingerbread. which is why you can see why I am so regretful about making the cabinet / kitchen area so dark. It really just blends in, and honestly, I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. I am pretty happy with how the houseplant or cactus, don't know if that counts, but it's in the house and it's a plant. So I really like how the houseplant turned out. It's just a sugar cookie that's in the shape of a cactus with some green icing on it, and that's the houseplant. I thought it was pretty cute, and I like it. Here's a little tidbit. I actually forgot to put in the pie when I was inking. I almost completely inked the windowsill, and I somehow managed to remember that I didn't even draw the dang pie in the window. So this is a very last minute and very tiny pie. I guess if this is supposed to be a human-sized gingerbread house, or rather a human-made gingerbread house, that pie, it's pretty small. I'm also happy with how the pillow turned out. It's just a marshmallow. And the rug, I am assuming, is something kind of like a fruit roll-up that is on the floor. And that's the rug. To fill up some space on the wall, I put a cookie on one part and turned it into a clock. And on the other walls, I thought I would just put down some icing in a square, and then maybe you can decorate it like a painting and paint it on with some different colored icings. So it looks like the gingerbread person has a portrait of themselves, their dog, and their houseplant, and then I decided that I would put some abstract piece of art on the wall as well, because you know what? This gingerbread man, he has some taste. Alright, this is that for this prompt. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys aren't gingerbreaded out quite yet. Let me know in the comments, what sort of real life object would you have made out of food? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!